The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. It's February 16th. The year's 2023. And would you look at that? It's 5:30. Boomsies. We got a raise today.
Give us a raise. Fill up our wallets, please.
Love it. Hey, you know what I don't love, though?
What?
Why do we get ice on the inside of our windshields?
Oh, I do hate that.
I heard it's because you have moisture on the inside of your vehicle.
So what is it? Like the snow from your boots is the moisture?
If it's like left over in your vehicle, if you have like maybe snowy something, maybe you bring your boots in, they're snowy, leaves it on the mat, and then it just stays there, and then the moisture builds up and it freezes the inside of your windshield.
And why does it happen only every once in a while? Because I swear
Yeah.
I always have snow on my boots.
See, and that's what I thought as well. I'm like, well, there's literally snow in here all the time. So why is it so sporadic every now and then? Yeah. And then, so yesterday, I went to go start my car for the first time in like 3 days because the luxury of just walking to work.
Yeah.
Not paying
humble
for gas.
brag.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
And the inside of my windshield was just so frosted over. So I was like looking through my car. I'm like, okay, what's wet? What's snowy in here? I couldn't find it. So then I'm doing the classic, you got your scraper on the inside and you're just going, and then all the ice and snow is everywhere after you're scraping. I'm like, why do we live here?
Yeah. Well,
Why do we tolerate this?
it's like not only is it super hard to use the ice and scraper oppositely in the inside of your car when you're sitting in your seat and trying not to decapitate yourself with the other end.
Meanwhile, I'm in a hatchback too, so I don't have the luxury of a truck where you got some room, okay? Like, I'm hitting myself in the face every time.
Not only that, though, it's like, oh, you want moisture? Let me just get all this moisture off the window. And I have heard that there is that button that is like the circulate the air inside button that's supposed to be like you just turn that on when you're driving, and it's supposed to get rid of the moisture. Mm-hmm. I don't think it does. I've never had that work.
The other life hack I've heard is kitty litter because it sucks up all the moisture.
Oh.
You put it in a sock or something.
Do they sell small bags of kitty litter? Because I don't have a cat, and neither do you. And
no,
it seems like we're gonna have
my
extra.
roommate, my landlord has a cat. I can be your dealer. I can be your kitty litter dealer.
Yes, please, John. Give me a sour cream container or a sock full. I'll even supply the
I'll get you
mismatched
some socks full of litter over there, okay?
Thanks, John. My house is very fragrant right now. It smells like flowers. Humble brag.
Right,
I got
Valentine's Day.
3 flowers for Valentine's Day.
Sheesh.
I know. I'm so blessed. But there's this one distinct smell where I know that there are lilies in the bouquet.
Oh, you can decipher different flowers from the smell?
I think like a botanist could really do it, but definitely if there's a lily, a botanist, a person who works with plants.
Oh, yeah, of course. For everyone out there, I knew that, but maybe other people did it.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
But I definitely can tell if there are lilies there. That is the one flower where I'm just like, I know the smell of you, and you remind me of something other than Valentine's Day.
What does it remind you of?
A funeral.
Are lilies funeral flowers?
I think they are. I think they must be, because when I smell that smell, I think, is there a dead body in the room?
Wow.
It's just like you walk into a funeral home and that's what it smells like, is like everybody has brought lilies to mourn the loss of somebody.
Jeez. Okay, I learned something. Well, I learned 2 things today. I learned I already knew what a botanist was.
Oh, right.
I learned
Hard
one
enough.
thing today. I learned what a lily smells like, a dead body. Or funeral. I just want to give a huge shout out to my mother and my father. Absolutely love them. They listen all the time. They're 3 provinces over, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario. So they're in Ontario. And I just want to give them a big shout out right now, Steph.
Okay. What's the shout out?
Yeah, so my birthday's coming up, and my parents always ask me, like, what do you want for your birthday? I'm like, nothing. Just want to, like, talk with y'all, and I just miss your cooking type of thing.
Okay.
And this has been the way I moved away like 6 years ago from then Saskatchewan at the time. And so whenever I would go home, my mother would always bake me like pre-baked homemade lasagna and freeze it. And then whenever I would drive back home, I just put it in a freezer bag, and I'd have like 2 or 3 lasagnas to make whenever I'd be like come back up here and like just make them in my own oven.
Wow. Your mom is a saint, first off. Also, you are a spoiled. That's amazing.
Yeah, see, I don't need gifts. I need my mom's cooking type of thing. And so this go around a little farther away, can't go home. So what does she do? Sent me like 100 homemade cookies somehow.
You're kidding. Like
Just
in the mail.
Yeah, they just arrived the other day, and I like opened up the package, and it was just like Ziploc bag after Ziploc bag of just like so many cookies. I was like, thanks, Mom.
That is amazing. Big shout out to Mama Kreitz. So what were they different kinds? What was in there?
Yeah, so we have the classic. I'm just like my mom's chocolate chip cookies. Ugh, are unbelievable. And so there's a lot of those, some ginger snaps I think I saw, and I haven't dug through all of them just yet, but I'll have to freeze some. That's going to take a while to get through all the I'm going to try my best, I'm going to work my way through. I bring 2 every morning. Now, I usually 1 cookie a morning type of person.
But not when it's your mom's cookies.
When it's Mama's cookies, I got to bring 2. I got to bring 2 every morning. So I appreciate you, Mom. Love it. Thanks for the homemade bacon. Thank you.
Earlier this week, we had local firefighter Christian Obereger in the studio to talk about a big thing that's happening on television tonight.
Yeah, he's going to be our next local reality star because he's competing in something called, Canada's Ultimate Challenge?
Canada's Ultimate Challenge.
And I think they kind of described it as a little bit Amazing Race and a little bit kind of more adventure, a little bit more.
Yeah, it looks like a ton of fun. So he said that it's like a giant obstacle course across Canada. They went to a bunch of different locations that, of course, he couldn't tell us, but that they are starting kind of around Whistler tonight, you said?
Yeah, Squamish, Whistler area. And then he also did say, he let me know Hinton, Alberta was on there. And I did radio in Hinton for 2 years, so I'm super excited for that episode to come out.
Yeah, so super, super cool. We're so excited to cheer on Christian tonight because how neat is it when we get somebody from Fort McMurray who is such a great representation of our region.
Yeah.
We got to meet him the other day. Such a nice guy, so passionate about Fort McMurray and the surrounding area. A firefighter who's been through it all. He was here for the fire in 2016, fought that fire. He was here to help with the flood.
Yeah.
He was telling us he took boats down Franklin Avenue back in 2020. So he is a guy that we want to get behind and cheer
Big time.
for. And he's on Team Orange.
Team Orange, that's who we're cheering for here. Hey, look, I just downloaded the CBC Gem app. That's what it's going to be playing on, just on the television if you have cable or if you want the app. You can watch the episode already.
Oh, okay.
It's available to the public.
I was thinking I had to wait until 8 p.m. tonight.
If you're a
when it
little
airs on
antsy like me,
TV.
I just downloaded the app. Look at that. All right, very
All
cool.
right, Sean, maybe we should play a couple songs and see what we can get some info on. Titanic is back in theaters.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it's their 25th anniversary. They brought it back in 3D, remastered it to 4K. Frame rate is faster now, I guess.
3D, you get to see it hit it right at you. You are the iceberg.
You are the iceberg.
Is that how they advertised it?
They did not, and the iceberg is such a small part of that 3-hour and 16-minute movie, you
Right.
know? Like, you only see the iceberg for maybe 30 seconds out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Then it's just talked about a lot.
Okay.
Anyway, I went to see it on Tuesday night. It was amazing. I remember going to see it twice when I was in grade 4. And then I was chatting with my husband about it, and he said it came out for him in grade 6, and girls in his class were in the 20 to 30 times
Why?
of going to see this movie. I think it's Leo.
Oh, young Leo.
Young
yeah,
Leo.
stud.
Yeah.
Absolute stud.
Those eyes. A friend texted me yesterday and said she was going to go see it just so she could stare into young Leo's eyes.
Jeepers. My goodness.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Leo hasn't grown out of that either.
You don't think?
Well, I mean, in the fact that he does that like Dazed and Confused, he lives that line type of thing.
Oh, okay. And he also dates like 19-year-olds and stuff. So,
yeah, that's the line.
But anyway, I was thinking about this because we did have that great thing happen a couple summers back where we were able to go and see movies that were classics like Jurassic Park,
do
The
remember
Goonies, Indiana Jones at the big screen again.
Yeah.
And I thought, what movie would you want to see back in theaters if you had the chance to have it back on the big screen?
I think the OG Star Wars, for sure, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh.
That just came to mind right now. I was like, I remember like listening to those with like just surround sound. in like my home. I was like, it was really awesome, just with like the TIE fighters flying by you and everything. So like Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, the OG Star Wars. I think those would be prime.
I think you should put your request in and also say, put it in 3D for me, please. 4K. That would be great.
Yeah.
Titanic is back in theaters after 25 years, and it's kind of fun to get to go and see it again, which got me thinking, which movie would you like to see on the big screen again or for the first time?
Yeah, when you're thinking of re-seeing a film in theater, are you just going for any type of movie, or does it has to be like a specific type? Like, I want something that the theater like just brings to another level, like surround sound and the big screen, and just like action comes to mind, not just something like The Notebook or whatever.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I mean, my husband is totally all about the theater experience, and he will specifically seek out, for instance, Top Gun Maverick. He was like, we need to go see that in IMAX.
Yeah.
And Batman as well. He's just like, is it worth it to see it in any other way?
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel the same way. I love The Notebook, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't go see it in theater, and because crying. Like, for
I don't
instance,
want to walk out with a red face and tear stained.
yeah. Like Michelle over on Facebook, she said Footloose. Do you think that would be fun in theater? Just everyone kind of like being big fans of it. It's got that cult following.
Totally. I think that'd be awesome. And like Kevin Bacon dancing toward the screen. Yeah.
So you're picturing a 3D kind of Footloose?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's
Okay.
getting even better the way you say it.
Lana said The Breakfast Club and Gone with the Wind. See, I don't know what gets added there. See, those are like favorites, and then maybe you just want to see it on a bigger screen. But for me personally, I'm like, nah, I can do without those. I love The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, but it feels kind of like a Saturday morning film. Like, I don't need to go out for a date night to see it. And
Yeah, unless all y'all dressed up as like one of the characters from like The Breakfast Club, and then you went to theater type of thing. Rocky Horror Picture Show, that's always a cult classic, no matter where you go.
Yeah,
That was mentioned by Carla Ray.
She also mentioned Wizard of Oz, which is like one of my all-time favorite movies. I would totally go see that. I would absolutely jump when the witch shows up in the forest and starts yelling things terrifyingly. Yeah, that would
Fast
be a
and
good one.
Furious came to mind for me as well. The OG. I'll go see that one in theater for sure.
Quick, say a line from it.
Family. That's Vin Diesel. Family.
Is that it? That's just it?
Family. I'm sure he has other lines, but family.
That's a word. That's not a line.
Family.
Dear. Thinking about your laundering habits. If you were going to put a time on how often you wash your jeans, what would you say?
Once every 3 to 6 months. I'd
3
say.
to 6 months.
Yeah, maybe closer to 6. I'm thinking. I like never wash them.
Really? Okay, so I know that you usually often wear like, what is it? High-end track pants? Like they don't look like they're-
joggers.
Yeah.
Athleisure.
So would you say you don't wash them that often because you don't wear them that often, or?
No, I think even when, like, if I go out at night or if I go to events or anything, jeans are usually my go-to. I have a couple pairs that I rotate. But even then, even if they get like dirt on them or something, it just blends. And I've also read that you're just not supposed to wash your jeans all that often.
Interesting. Okay. I wash my jeans about every 3 or 4 wears.
Oh, per wear.
Yeah. So I just kind
okay.
of am like, I've worn these about 4 times. It's time to give them
I'm
a
probably
rinse.
like per like 20, 30 wears.
Well, experts are weighing in. They have an idea of how often you should wash your
Per
jeans
wear?
as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Not per wear. They're just saying, you know what? The material of denim is meant to be stiff, and you're right in the fact that you can kind of ruin the material. And they said, if you don't sweat a lot, they don't think you ever need to wash your jeans.
Oh, see, there we go. And I'm even thinking, like, I've never washed a jean jacket that I've owned.
Huh.
I've, like, never washed a jean top.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel, I don't know, when experts weigh in and they tell me to be less clean, I'm just like, I don't like it. And I had a friend who actually used to keep,
Don't like that.
Don't like that. Not going to listen to you. Still going to stick with my every 3 or 4 wears, or should I up it to 2? But my friend used to not wash her jeans, and in fact, she would put them in the freezer in between wears.
I've heard of that as well. What does that do? Do you know?
She said it would kill the bacteria in your jeans, but for her, she was like 6'1", and it was very expensive for her to buy new jeans.
Yeah.
So she had to, worry about them actually being the right length.
The oven one day, the freezer the next, just burn off the bacteria,
Just
freeze
don't-
the bacteria.
Don't put them on the dryer on her. That was her big thing.
Just giving you a heads up, I'm not going to show up to work tomorrow, okay?
You're not coming?
Yeah, no, I'm just going to take it off.
What are you going to do?
Well, actually, I have a recall on my car that I need to get done. But I figured I'm going to take a 4-day work week because I want 2 of them back to back here. Because next week is a 4-day work week as well.
When did you think this up, and why didn't you share it with me before so I could book it off instead?
Yeah, apologies, I guess. No, I just beat you to... No, okay, so it dates back to a while. Like, I had a recall on my car, like, I want to say, in the summertime. I want to say, like, July, August, and then I forgot about it. It's not a major one. I don't hope not. And then so they sent me like a letter, and then I have to go down to Edmonton to get it done because they don't have a dealership for my car here. And then so I forgot about it, and then they sent like another recall letter in December. Again, forgot about it. And then finally I was like, I think I saw the letter again in my bedroom. I was like, call them right now and book that damn appointment.
Right. Okay. So when is your appointment for?
Tomorrow.
All right. So you heading down there today?
Yeah, so I'm just going to go down tonight, get it done tomorrow, and then enjoy the weekend, and then 4-day work week back to back.
Yeah, and I mean, you could also say you're celebrating your birthday, which is on Monday, right?
Yeah, I think I'm going to get a petty for that. Treat myself to a petty.
Yes, you should. I mean, your mom sent you cookies. Like, there are a lot of things you should do. So I fully am okay with you having 2 4-day work weeks back to back, not because of the recall, just because of the birthday.
Okay, the birthday part you're okay with?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
I should have phrased it that way then. It's a great day today, Steph.
Great day today because
Baseball
it's going to get
world.
to 0. Oh,
I'll give you a little hint there. Baseball world. Can you guess what's going on in the baseball world?
Spring training starts.
Wow. Very essentially, pitchers and catchers are reporting today for the Blue Jays. It's absolutely fantastic.
Did they film this, or is this just like you're aware that they're in somewhere warm having fun and playing baseball?
Yeah, everything's filmed nowadays. Social media is just popping off, and pretty soon they will start playing some games and everything. They're in Dunedin, Florida, is where they do their spring training, and so it's just an absolutely fantastic day to get the sports stream just nice and rolling again because the NFL just ended.
I was just about to say, yeah, you lost your football on Sunday, lost college football a couple weeks back. Whatever were you going to do? Don't worry, baseball's coming in to save the day.
It is, and baseball's fantastic because it's literally every day, and so it's just like perfect.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.